Violent Night. On Christmas Eve, St. Nick Claus drinks at a bar in Bristol where he regrets to a shopping centre St. Nick how the children have started to lose their Christmas soul and have become progressively materialistic. He leaves on his sled pulled by his reindeer, stunning and pleasing the bar's barkeep, before incidentally regurgitating on her from his sled. Jason Lightstone, his alienated spouse Linda, and their girl Trudy travel to the field manor of Jason's well-off and rough mother Gertrude to observe Christmas at her extravagant bequest that has been financed by the beneficial privately run company. They are joined by Jason's alcoholic sister Alva, her new beau and wannabe activity star Morgan Steele, and Alva's child Bertrude. Subsequent to acknowledging he didn't take Trudy to the shopping center to see St. Nick, Jason begs Linda to make up with him, with Jason promising to leave his place of employment working for Gertrude and abandon everything. He finds an old walkie-talkie which he provides for Trudy to converse with St. Nick. St. Nick shows up at the Lightstone home to convey presents, while the cooking staff and a few workers uncover themselves to be important for a gathering of hired fighters, drove by a man known as Mr. Miser, where they all utilization Christmas code names, and kidnap the family. St. Nick gets into a battle with one of the cohorts whose gunfire drives off the reindeer. St. Nick unintentionally kills the colleague while a line of Christmas lights hauls him through of the window and is speared on an icicle design outside. St. Nick later kills another thug, wounding him in the eye with a tree clincher, prior to connecting it and shocking him. Taking the thug's walkie-talkie, St. Nick inadvertently tracks down Trudy's channel and, seeing that she is on his decent rundown, chooses to assist with saving her while additionally observing that every one of the hired fighters are on his wicked rundown. Throughout the evening, it is uncovered that Mr. Tightwad is after $300 million given to the Lightstone organization to channel oil into the Center East, however was taken by Gertrude and kept in the chateau's vault. At the point when Trudy's walkie-talkie is found, Jason and Linda endeavor to persuade the soldiers of fortune that Trudy is basically playing pretend. At the point when she will not come, Jason tells her that St. Nick isn't genuine, making her get away in the loft. Over the walkie, St. Nick uncovers that before he was St. Nick, he was a Viking fighter, giving setting to his boorish nature. He affirms to her that he is truly by enlightening her concerning the letters she kept in touch with him. St. Nick is kidnapped by Tightwad, who needs to demolish Christmas since his dad was laid off in his young life, so he never had a decent Christmas. He slipped into a house to take gifts and incidentally caused the passing of an old man. Miser and his colleagues Gingerbread and Candy Stick are paralyzed when St. Nick uncovers his insight into their personalities before Santa Claus gets away from through the smokestack. Gertrude's kill crew shows up to the chateau, however they are on Penny Pincher's finance, killing Morgan simultaneously. The crew's administrator Thorpe opens the vault, which doesn't contain anything. With a weapon to Linda's head, Jason admits that he took the cash and was intending to escape with Linda and Trudy, which shocks everybody except Gertrude, who gained of this from Jason's gift that she had to open by Penny Pincher's lead colleague Krampus, yet recognized as a feature of a Lightstone soul-changing experience. St. Nick retreats to a shed where he finds a sledge. Motivated, he ruthlessly butchers the kill crew prior to racing to save Trudy. Higher up, Trudy makes traps motivated by Home Alone. This prompts Gingerbread being killed by a bowling ball driving a nail into his head. Candy Stick gets away from her snares and plans to kill Trudy, however she is saved by St. Nick, who kills Treat Stick. The family is taken outside by Miser and Officer Thorpe. Jason gives up the cash, yet Penny Pincher plans to kill the family at any rate. St. Nick shows up, driving Penny Pincher, Commandant Thorpe and the leftover troopers to escape. St. Nick collides with an old lodge in the forest where Tightwad, tracking down the rundown, recognizes Santa Claus is genuine, however needs to kill him to end Christmas. Tightwad acquires the advantage, however St. Nick flies up the lodge's chimney stack, killing Penny Pincher's body. Officer Thorpe shoots St. Nick, however he is immediately killed by Gertrude. St. Nick capitulates to his injuries. Trudy can get her family to trust in St. Nick, and consume $500,000 in paper cash to keep St. Nick's body warm. In the end, St. Nick is restored, shocking the family and Santa Claus himself. The reindeer return and Saint Nick says farewell to Trudy prior to taking off to complete the process of conveying presents with his motivation and love for Christmas recharged.